Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm a little red. Just cleaning it up a little bit. Let's get to the spray again just to have a little fun. I'm going to do the Rosewater. Always feels so nice and smells so good. And I am going to use primer. I use it, usually the Rosewater and the primer every day, even if I'm not going to put on regular makeup. It's pretty much giving your face a barrier. Hey, Nicole. And helps your makeup go on smooth. And I love everything about it. I've got really big pores right through here, so it helps the makeup from settling into it. And if you watched Katie's thing earlier, it's pretty much giving your face kind of a veil of protection from the makeup and the makeup protection from the environment. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Sorry, I had to grab my washcloth. All right, so had to turn it frontwards. All right, I'm gonna do velour. That's what I've got, and I am gonna take my brush, the Kabuki brush. It's the one that they're recommending with it, and I have been using it pretty much for all of my foundations for a little while now, but it does help put this on great. It is a thick, dense, it's not super fluffy, it's real packed together, okay? So when you use the spray, you want to shake it, you want to hear that ball, make sure it's mixed up really good. And I'm going to do 2 squirts. And then just kind of like when we've done the liquid foundation before, we're just going to kind of pat it all over. I've seen people pat it in all over. My arm gets weird with that for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going back to my little circles. And then I will go back and, I can't find my words today, I'm sorry. Touch in any red spots or any holes that I feel like need a little bit more coverage. But I've been staying around 2 is my base pumps. So I guess probably about 3 pumps total on the spray. I haven't been using a whole heck of a lot. And let's be honest, I'm not wearing makeup every day. So I have been told that a bottle of spray will last about 10 weeks. So I'm expecting about 10 to 12 weeks for me also. One, just because I've been playing around with it. So I've probably used a little bit more than I would if I was just, using it here and there. I'm going to do 1 more squirt just to kind of fill in where I feel like needs just a little bit. I always get the little redness right there. And I will just kind of tap it after I do the circles the first time, just to fill in anything that I feel like needs a little bit more. And I always say, start with less. You can always add more. Hey, Marianne. Today starts the challenge. If you're doing it at the gym, Marianne, just saying. So I just tap it everywhere. I do lids, lips, neck, anywhere that I can touch, I do. And then I'll go back and give it color if I need to in a little bit. All right, so the third part of the kudos is the setting. Sorry, I was moving stuff. Hey, Selena, is a setting product. You can do our setting spray or our setting powder. I'm going to do the setting powder. It's our Touch Behold. It technically has like a net right here, but we got in a fight one day and net had to go bye-bye. So I'm going to take the brush. Actually, I'm going to switch over just because it's a little bit fluffier. A little bit not quite as coarsely packed. This is the powder concealer brush. So it's got a little tip and then a regular tip. So I'm just dabbing it in. And then I'm just going to kind of circle all over. It doesn't take much at all. And if you feel like you've got too much, just keep on blending. And it'll blend in, blend away. It's also, besides the finishing powder that I always use, this guy, these 2 people right here, setting powder, finishing powder with the SPF. I feel like if you give it about 2 to 3 minutes, it'll also adjust to your skin tone and skin color. So if you feel like it's a little white or light, blend it in, give it a few minutes, and then come back and reassess, okay? You can go to another part of your face. So that's the setting powder. I'm going to grab my bronzer. This one is Malibu. And I have this fake little, I call it over-the-counter brush, okay? And I'm just going to kind of do around the edges of my face, just to kind of do a quick little contouring, not really contouring, just to give me a little bit of color and shape, okay? Nothing major. And then I'm going to take Sisterly, which is one of our pressed blushes. It's a shimmer. Sorry for the light. It's a shimmer. We've got 3 shimmer and 3 matte. And I'm going to grab our tapered blush brush. It's kind of like a mushroom top. Okay? Doesn't take much. Tap it off. And then just kind of circle it in. I like the shimmer because it's kind of like a highlight and blush all in one. But if you know me, I'm a shimmer person. Glitter, shimmer, sparkle, all the way, except for the craft kind that stays out of the house, by all means. Well, we did that one the other day. Well, let's do it again. My other favorite go-to and quick is, it's the trio of splurge creams, okay? Whoop. And I feel like they're quick, they're easy to blend, they are hard to screw up. So if you're worried about screwing up, saying, I can't do eyes, whatever, these are for you. And these 3 are kind of like my go-to colors because they look pretty much good on everybody. So I'm going to show you. We're going to start with Victorious. It is a matte nude. I like to get my brush just a little damp. I'm going to squirt a little bit of Rosewater on it. If we're being perfectly honest, you can dip it in a little thing, turn your sink on and just in and out of the water, whatever you would like to do. But I do like it a little bit wet. I do feel like everybody should do a base color before putting on eyeshadow colors. One, just to make them pop. So that's one of my reasons. The second reason, and the main reason I do it, is because I have very veiny eyelids. But see, can you see a difference? It just gives it a little base color. See all my veins over here? Alright, so let's do the other side. Always just like everything else, less is more. So start with a little bit and then just add 2 if you need a little bit more. And I always do those little inner corners. Alright, so the next color that I do, so that was Victorious. And the next one I like is Tenacious. These are the 3 I do together. I'm going to put this brush down. And I'm going to get another brush. Once again, a little over-the-counter brush. It's just a little smaller, I don't know, a little smaller tip, I guess. This is Tenacious. It's kind of like a coppery bronze. And you do not have to be precise with this at all. And I'll show you that. So, we are going to do a V. And then we're going to color it in, okay? But there's nothing precise about that. Just a V, and color it in. And we're going to do it on the other side. And I want you to leave it messy. Like, that was on purpose. Because these are super duper friendly eyeshadows. So V, and color it in. And it's okay if it's crazy, because it's not going to stay crazy. Okay? See? Perfect. And now we're going to go back to the other brush that we used in the beginning with the Victorious. I did not clean it. It still has Victorious on it. That's going to be okay. So the third color is, oh, that one's almost my empty one. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's get my fuller Elegant. Elegant It's a shimmery champagne. And I am just doing my brush in it, both sides. And we're going to pat to blend, okay? We're going to start in the middle, not the middle, this is the inner corner. Inner corner and pat out, okay? And I just kind of go back and forth. And it blends it all together. Do it on the other side. Do you see that? You see how fast that was and how easily blendable that was? So fancy. Alright, so that was Victorious, Tenacious, and Elegant all together. Alright, so because I do makeup everywhere, I'm just going to take my little eyebrow pencil. It's got a brush on one end and then the pencil on the other. And we're just going to kind of brush it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the pencil. I'm not doing anything crazy. Or crazy for me, I guess. And just kind of fill in the holes a little bit. Just kind of give it a little bit more shape. I'm not doing any like major brow design or anything. Can you? Sure, absolutely. Okay, just enough where it just kind of shaped it up. I feel like there's a little hole right there. Okay, let's do this side. And if you make a boo-boo, always totally fixable. Which chances are we will have a boo-boo, so stay tuned. Usually with the mascara. Okay, so what happens if you have one spot that gets a little too dark? Well, my friend, I'm glad you asked. You take the tip back off, and you just kind of brush it out and brush it through. And that just helps soften the color and help blend it a little bit and make it a little bit more natural. Easy peasy, okay? Alright, so if you have watched before, I always do Pristine, which is the white eyeliner on my lower waterline. It helps give the appearance. Sorry, I couldn't talk and do that. Less red in your eye, kind of let your eyes pop a little bit. So less red, the better. All right. So let's go finish it up with our mascara. Okay. So I've got the lash primer, and it's pretty much a conditioning protective layer for your lashes. It'll help your mascara do its job better, help it stay on better, and help separate and lengthen, all that fun, fabulous stuff to your lashes. It's white, just kind of like a regular conditioner you'd put on your hair or something. They're usually white. Okay? And I go from base out to tips, base of lashes to tips. And I'm going to do one at a time because you want to put your mascara on while it's still wet. Get those corners. Those are my favorites, even though they're starting to curl back in. So we got several mascara choices. I'm going to go with the 4D. The Epic. Oh, that's backwards for you guys. I think it's still backwards. Whatever. Epic 4D. It's got the fibers built into it. You want to pull it out slowly, and there's different sides on the wand, so you want to make sure when you put it on, you're twisting, you're wiggling, you're doing all, sorry, that tip had some on it, all kinds of different directions with it to get the benefits of all sides of the wand. Some people can roll it while they're putting it on. I cannot. So I flip it and then go back, and then I'll flip it. And change my hand. I know you can't see me because I did it in front of my face, but I turn the wand around. Once I do one coat from base out, then I just kind of focus on the tips, because that's where the fibers are going to grab hold and extend the length of your lashes. And another fabulous use of the eyebrow pencil is you can take it to do any little separation that you want. Like I have these eyelashes right here that always curl up and seem to go together, so you can use it to kind of separate them if you want. If you feel like you have a clump, you can roll it out with that. And so it's kind of a multi-use tool. Okay, voila. So let's do the other eye real quick. I'm going to do it with primer. Same thing from the base of your lashes all the way out to the tips. All right, and then we're going to pull it out slowly again. I'm going to cheat and look at the mirror above you. Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, but I was twisting it. When I stop, I just kind of roll it over a little bit. Not a whole lot, just like a fraction of a turn. And now I'm just focusing on the tips and the corners and all those little bitty lashes that we want to make look long and full and fabulous. I'm just going to brush that out a tad. And that's it. The last thing I always do is I will go with the finishing powder because it's got the SPF in it. I've got light. Once again, like I said, I feel like if you take it a second, give it a minute or two, it'll just kind of go with your skin tone and adjust its color. And it gives that little Photoshop in a bottle effect. When the light hits it, it just disperses the light particles and kind of offsets the little fine lines and wrinkles. You'll probably do it better than me, but I have a little dot. I don't know if you can see one or two little dots right here of mascara. So I'm going to take the small end of my powder concealer brush, and I have my pressed powder right here, and I'm just going to, I'm just going to go underneath to kind of clean that up a little bit, and always go up. Like you want to make sure your eyes are going up. You don't ever want to pull it down. Okay, I did not use concealer today. I feel like with this spray foundation I get really good coverage and I don't need it. Not to say I won't ever need it, but I did not use it today. Okay, and that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to try it out, give me a shout out. Y'all have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.